Don't be trying to hide up there.
Quit sneaking up on me. Need to do some trimming on my flowers. Ooh, that one's good.
Well, that's how cosmos grows, though.
Huh?
That's how cosmos grows.
Oh, yeah.
Tall like that.
Did you see this purple one?
Yeah, I've seen them when I was mowing.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, this is our neighborhood. You probably hear me a huffing and a puffing, but that's because I got COPD pretty bad. So I haven't really been able to help Mrs. Mobo in the garden this year. It's been a little tough. Now I can mow. You know, I can get it. I can do the mowing, but man, as far as the running around in the garden and digging and carrying on like that, it's kind of difficult. This year been a little worse than past years. I've been kind of dealing with it for 5 or 6 years anyway, but I help her, get things set up like this, and I can come up and make cages and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been kind of difficult to chase it around this year. But she loves her garden, and she gets around pretty good. Her poor little knees have got arthritis and stuff, and that's what happens to you when you get old. It's just part of it, part of the game. Some folks grows older quicker than others, but I believe that there's somebody else calling them shots, and so I don't worry about it too much. I just take it a day at a time, and this is the back part of our piece of the rock here in Middle America. We got just a little under 8 acres. There's a big hill here. We call it Cemetery Hill, and we keep paths mowed up through there, and we can walk around. I get up in there a little bit, but I got to carry my inhaler with me. If I get out of breath, I just take a couple puffs, and that's my safety meeting these days anyway. Yeah, I kind of miss my safety meetings, but that's a whole nother TV show. We won't go into that right now. But this is our favorite place here up here. We both grew up in the garden, and my grandma spent days, summer days, and after my daddy was killed in the car train accident back when I was just a young child, and we inherited the place here. It's where my grandma and grandpa lived, and it's down the original home place down there on the other side of the creek, and then we had a chance to buy this little plot up here behind the place several years ago, and I can't dig in the dirt. It's too hard, not too much for me. So we do these tires. It's a raised bed basically, and but the garden is slowing down. Some of it is. And there's still quite a few cherry tomatoes up there. Looks like Mrs. Mobo's dragging a pretty nice tomato around. And I told Dave them tomatillas was a Mexican tomato, but Mrs. Mobo says it's not. It's more related to a chili pepper. But I'll have to duck go that, and if I think she's going to do it. She heard me talking about it. She's going to look it up. But she got some flowers, and we really love it up here. It's one of our favorite spots to get out, get away. And of course, we live out here away from town too, so we don't really have any. We got lots of elbow room, let's put it that way. So yeah, so we're up here watering, and Miss Mobo's up here watering, and so I thought I'd come up here and show you where the magic happens. This is where the magic happens. All that good stuff I get to eat that Mrs. Mobo makes, well, that all happens right up here. And so these are poblanos. And I haven't made that video yet. That's what we make the chili rellenos out of, right there. And then there's the jalapenos. That's where the poppers come from. And then we pickle those. Miss Mobo slices them up, and we pickle those in a vinegar solution. And then of course there's the srirachas. That's where the green chili salsa comes from, some of it. Go up here. I showed you the tomatilla picture, but we'll go up here. This is the asparagus bed. You harvest it up till around the first. It's got some weeds in it, but that's how asparagus grows like that. That's asparagus. And then we'll clean that. We'll clean that all out once it starts to die back at the end of the season. You let it grow, and then that sets you up for next year. Here's some more tomatoes coming on. We still got quite a bit. Oh, there's a big old cucumber right there.
It's dying.
Yeah, it's going back a little bit.
Almost September.
Yeah. There's still a few nice cucumbers on there though. Yeah. And these were the pickle and cucumber plants here.
On the back.
She says.
The other one. There's several.
There's Mobo's. Oh yeah, there's a little one. Still trying to come on. There's a few of them back here.
Yeah, that'd be on the other plant.
We'll be getting a few of them. This is a tomatilla plant. You can see there's lots of tomatillas still coming on. We probably get another batch of green chili salsa. There's a big one. So yeah, there's some cherry tomatoes, and they're coming on still. And there's all the marigolds. They're very pretty. Marigolds are always fun. Still got a few Romas. I don't know about There'll be a few come on still. And then here's the zinnias. She needs to do some deadheading on some of them. And here's the cosmos. Very, very pretty. Oh, that was really pretty. And they bloom throughout the season. They're so spindly and thin and delicate, but man, they really bloom a lot. They're very pretty. This morning glory here looks like the Japanese beetle's been after them a little bit. They kind of like the Japanese beetles like them gnawing the leaves and stuff. And then this is the clematis. It's kind of done. It comes on in a few little blooms every now and then. There's one that'll probably open up. But at the beginning of the season, it's really beautiful. You can see it's, like Ms. Mobo says, here we are almost in September. So, and these are tater beds. We'll harvest them every little bit. They can stay in the ground too, so, but these are tater beds. So, well, anyway, I got to go back down so I can turn the hose off when Mrs. Mobo gets done watering. So I'll head on back down to the house. Say bye.
Bye.
Anyway, that's just a little walkabout here on our little pieces of rock here in Middle America. I got to bring the sawzall up here and do a little sawzalling on some treetops that have come down out of the trees. And like I say, in these we had some pretty good windstorms here this year, and so I bring sawzall up and cut the fallen tops out, and we got lots of brush piles around. So there's another one laying across. I need to saw it up. Maybe I'll sit down here for a minute. I haven't got a lot of time left on the video. I gotta clean my internal memory out. Gets kind of full, so you gotta clean it out. There's a big oak tree. It fell down. We figured that one was probably about 120 feet tall. It landed clear up here, and so I've been burning around it too. There's the creek. Creek runs along down through the place, down through there. Like I say, we got lots of timber, and got some retention ponds that were built back in the 50s when they built the road down through here and paved it. They built these retention ponds, and so there's a couple up in the back there. Maybe I'll take you up there. We got lots of turtles up there. So Maybe one of these days I'll walk up there, and because I'm sure I got some trail maintenance to do up there too. So all right, we walk on down here to the house. I still got a few minutes left on this that I can record, so we walk on down here to the house. There's the sun just setting. Had a really beautiful moonrise here, the super moon, the other night, and it was pretty cool. This phone don't do night stuff real well, but it just looked like a big round blob up there in the sky. It was nice to see it. I was blind for about a year. I had cataracts real bad, and so they wouldn't do it because of my shortness of breath. So I found a couple of really good doctors that really committed themselves to my eyesight. We kind of started to address the shortness of breath a little bit. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it, but kind of maintain it. But yeah, so this is our little chunk of the rock down here. This old trailer full of junk I need to get scrapped. I say having a little bit of trouble keeping up with some of this stuff, but yeah, this is home. Been here for a mighty long time, and I would imagine that this is where I'll be until whatever comes next, whenever that is. We don't know these things, and so we're blessed with every day. And so there's the well there with the pump on it. And so yeah, it's a beautiful spot. It's served us well over the years, and we've lived here a long time. Near 50 years now. So we're mighty blessed. So, all right, y'all. We'll see you next time.